What is up, YouTube? Welcome to this Gotham Season 4 video. So, the show Gotham has recently just started filming again, and, well, we have had some very interesting Instagram posts and behind the scenes images as well. Filming a show like this in New York really is not actually going to help it stay hidden for far too long. Well, that is one of the problems. I mean, with the Flash and Arrow, that kind of thing, we always see the big plot points filmed way before the show actually airs. So if you're new to this channel, please do drop a like, please do subscribe as well. So the show's executive producer has actually shown some very, very interesting images on his Instagram, which give us an insight as to just what is actually happening in Gotham Season 4. And seemingly, well, we might not get the 0 year that we're suspecting, but we have some other very, very cool things. Because really, were we actually going to get to the 0 year just like it was in New 52? I highly doubt it, but that would have been really cool. Now, one of the images we see here is the infamous Iceberg Lounge. So we've got the Penguin's kind of, I would say, the iconic part of him, apart from, you know, the whole Penguin stuff, is actually his umbrella, which we saw the plans for his Iceberg Lounge at the end of last season, in the end of Season 3, and, well, it looks like his plan has come to fruition. And the Iceberg Lounge is one of the most iconic parts, apart from the umbrella, of course, and the whole Penguin stuff, of the Penguin, and it is more his kind of base of operations, his back room. It's also been featured in New 52 as well, because, well, you can't have the Penguin without having the Iceberg Lounge. Now, I expect that the Iceberg Lounge is probably going to be a very subdued affair, and it will be the already club that he has at the moment. It won't be the floating iceberg that he actually has in Batman Comics New 52 and what exists at the moment, because I highly doubt that they will be able to pull something like that off, and I highly doubt that Penguin will be able to afford a huge hotel and casino complex just like that. Now, we also see some creepy images of two people as well, which we're not too sure just what is going to happen or with this, but I expect we hopefully might see more of Arkham Asylum, because obviously you had the Alice Tech virus that caused quite a lot of chaos at the end of the last season, and, well, I expect a few of those people will have to head into, well, Arkham Asylum, of course, so it's not looking good for Gotham one bit, and I expect that Arkham has played a huge part in the last 3 seasons, and having it play a massive, massive part in the upcoming Season 4 as well will, of course, be very, very cool. And having these characters featured in Arkham, which is where pretty much all of, I'd say, Batman's villains have ended up at some point, or their origins have occurred in Arkham as well. Well, we really haven't actually seen the end of that, of course, I don't think. But it's not looking good at all for the city, is it? Because really we head into something else here. Now, this is a very, very big image here that could actually be involved. Now, if you remember, we actually had in a past season, we had Scarecrow, and we actually had an interesting origin for him, where he was actually originated through his father, who was actually taking all the adrenal glands, of course, and everything, and generally just not being a good guy. However, he was doing it for his own gain, and he is, in my opinion, akin to probably Mr. Freeze there, where they're not completely evil, they're just doing things to kind of fix themselves or fix people they love, which, in my opinion, makes a better villain. That's why the Batman villains mostly are a lot better than the rest of the villains in the DC universe. Now, that's a big, bold claim, but I think Batman always has the 3-dimensional characters, which is a hell of a lot better. Now, interestingly, the image here is, well, we have a group of people wearing masks with canisters with a very sinister look on them. They have, the guy at the front is wearing a weird kind of thing with his hands, and well, this is the only thing I can think of, apart from having obviously the Alice Tetch virus, which caused all the problems, the whole thing with the fear toxin. And I think it's enough years that we've had, and I think that having a Scarecrow villain for this season would be really, really cool, and it's one of the most interesting characters, I think. And obviously we had the character played over in the original movie, well, I'd say original movies, but Batman Begins, and it was done and handled really well there, and Scarecrow is one of the most interesting villains. He deals with fear and everything, and I think that having this character as a proper villain, especially for Bruce Wayne, as well as we saw at the end of the last episode of Season 3, that he was actually getting ready to become a true vigilante, which he had the outfit on, and he saved those people, which a lot of people are thinking is actually Harley Quinn. No. What I want Harley Quinn to be is someone who was at Arkham Asylum, but that is a huge reach. However, I think that this would be a great, great villain for Batman, or at least the early version of Batman, more a Damian Wayne or a young Owlman, because let's be honest, this story is very similar to the story of Owlman, which I love that theory. You haven't heard that theory that this is actually just Owlman, the origin? Well, that's pretty cool. It's something I haven't talked about on this channel before, but it is an interesting theory, but one which is not true because this is a Batman origin story. However, having the group here is sinister, and will we be having Scarecrow take advantage of this virus that has, this outbreak that has happened? Well, I think so. I really do think that this is a group of villains who would be absolutely perfect, and wearing the gas mask, etc., looking like, it does to me look like they are going into either a bank or a kind of terminal, like a bus terminal there. It does incredibly look like that, and taking down one of those two major hubs would be a very, very good thing if you wanted to cause a lot of chaos very quickly, and exacerbating the whole thing with the virus, taking advantage of that. Or are they going to actually cure it? Well, no, probably not, I don't think. And it would be neat to have this. Now, one thing that would be really, really cool is if those doctors were actually causing trouble and creating the Night of the Monster Men, which was where a huge bunch of creepy ass monsters took over due to a real problem in Gotham. Now, that'd be really, really cool, to be honest, if they were doing that. However, it probably won't happen because it's such a recent storyline, to be honest. So I'm not too sure if that could actually happen, and it would be kind of too similar to the Season 3 finale. However, that is it for this video. Please do drop a like, please do subscribe, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.